Hello, I'm Debs. This is Deb Made This, and this is Fridaysews on the 20th of May. Right, hello. Hope you're all alright. I'm doing a quick catch up and a plan. This is time number 3 of recording this, so fingers crossed this works this time. Flippin' heck. Right, this is the Vernon shirt from Cashmerette. I ended up making the traditional view with the narrow cuff in a size 10 CD. No, EF. Oh, I don't know. So technology issues strike again. Okay. So I made this in a 10 CD in the end with a narrow cuff. I've done in this cotton poplin from Manjit at Lucky Fashions Dewsbury. I've done reclaimed buttons from a school shirt which I've just sewn on with green just for a bit of interest. The only thing I have with this is I think it's just turned out a bit twee. I think it's fine, and I'll put a picture in, but like knotted over my jeans is not a problem, but just is a bit straight laced. I maybe should have just been a bit more imaginative with it. And the whole point of this was to try and work out what I was going to make with the Ruby Star Society cotton sateen with the great big pink flowers on, and the answer is not this. So it has a yoke seam and a yoke, which obviously quite a lot of shirts do, but one that doesn't is the one that I'm going to choose. 2 seconds. That way because I thought it had recorded. Never mind. So this is the one that I'm going to do, which is the birdie button up. I've made at least 3 of these before. It doesn't have a back yoke, and so my swimmer's shoulders don't feel quite as restricted. I've made a shirt dress in this which I've worn a load, and a couple of shirts including one in a CU at 6 rayon, which is lovely. But I'm probably going to do it with the bigger sleeve, but then it'll probably still be worn rolled up quite a lot. So I'd quite like to get that done before we go away in kind of 10 days or so time, but that might be being a bit optimistic, but we'll see. So the other thing I've been doing is twirling Maria's prom dress bodice, which has taken me quite a long time. I think we've made 4 or 5 bodice twirls, and I don't think I'm quite there. The problem we've got is that she can't envisage the dress, so when I put her in muslin fabric, it's just not, she's not seeing it at all. So we've made the square necked version of the Cashmerette Upton with sleeves, and I've stuck a skirt on it, and I've done it in some fabric from Manjit at Lucky Fashion Dewsbury. Again, it's a Manjit video, not sponsored. And I'll show you that. I'll put in a couple of the pictures, and you can see I think I need to lengthen the front bodice. So please, if you've got some fitting advice for me, especially about big boob, because I'm just not used to fitting a generous bust, please put me some advice in the thing below, because I think I just need to probably add a centimetre or so to the bodice length, and then she'll have enough room, because I'm not feeling like it comes in enough onto the chest wall. But I'll put a picture showing, pointing at the bit that I'm concerned about. 2 ticks. So this is what I did. This is the twirl I made. I appreciate you'll not see it very well, but I will put a picture in. Nice cotton, lined in cotton lawn. We chose the, as I said, the square front neck and the V-necked back, and it's a really nice shape, and I'm sure it's going to be fine. What she hasn't decided is whether she wants sleeves or not, but that's the back that you can see there. And I just think, so it just doesn't, where the waist, so it's quite a high waistband, and it just doesn't quite come onto a chest wall, and I think it's probably just because I haven't got enough length in the bodice. But if you know, put your answer down there, please. The plans this week are to keep twirling Maria's dress, although I'm going to do it in her lining fabric, which has arrived from Minerva. So it's a good colour match for the satin that we've got. It came reasonably quickly. Have spotted that it has a massive fault down that part of it, which is about 25 centimetres in from the selvage, which is not really on. So I hate that. Do you not hate that when you have to write and complain, or email and complain and things? I just... Right, I'm having a slight nightmare with this technology. I'm going to give it one last go. Right, let's go. On the list of things to do this week, because the prom is in 5 or 6 weeks away, and I don't want that to be hanging over me, but I am going to make another dress this week. The dress I'm going to make this week is this. which has been on my to make list for a really long time. The pattern came from Bobbins and Bolts from Lovely Gem when she had a sale on, and I'm going to make version B, which is the short one, mostly because I've only got that dip in the lake. I've only got 1.9 metres, so I might also end up having to make it sleeveless, but we'll see how we get on. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of those fluttery sleeves. You can see it's got those kind of flutter sleeves on it, but they're not really, I'm not sure they're my bag. Although I haven't actually got any garments with them and I've never made them, but obviously I've just decided that that's not my bag. So we'll see how I get on with that. I have a big birthday coming on the middle of next week, so it would be nice to have a dress to wear for a family party that we're going to next weekend, or for going out to tea on the day before my birthday with my nice pals. The other thing that's on my brain is sewing a couple of vest tops. Now there's been a couple of new releases, which I think is probably what's prompted it. And there is the Elba Textiles one. I want to call it the Wayland top, but I might be wrong. I'll link it down below. Which is a really simple but really clean looking vest top, which is lined with a like a shelf bra underneath, so you wouldn't have to wear any underwear. Well, obviously you'd have to wear underwear, but you wouldn't have to wear a bra. And also the True Bias Sewy vest top, which again is really, I really like that. But that hasn't got a shelf bra, and I want to make one with a shelf bra. But I could probably draft both of these from either from patterns that I've got already or from scratch, to be honest with you. And I'm just not sure whether I can be bothered. But both of the patterns are like $16, and I know that, you know, that's a lot of effort goes into making the patterns, and it's no disrespect to the people at all. It's just I have to think about where I'm spending money. But there you go. It's the Sewing Weekender this weekend. If you're going, I hope you have a lovely time. Let me know what you're looking forward to down there. So I haven't bought my ticket yet, but mostly because I'm doing something tomorrow, so I can't quite decide if I will, but I probably will, just because I couldn't bear to miss out. So the thing I'm doing tomorrow is I'm going to Todmorden. I'm putting my big girl pants on and going to sit in a crafty room with people that I don't know, being led by this lady who's called Claire Wellesley Smith, who is really into textile memory and the ability and the healing and well-being and connection in association with textile art. So she's written some other books, really nice things. So I'm hoping that'd be a good thing to do. I haven't got any fabric to take, so they want you to take a fabric, like a family fabric or a fabric with a memory. And I haven't really got anything, but I have got some things that I collected from when the kids were little. One of the earliest things we worked out the other day, one of the earliest things I've ever sewn was like a fleece blanket made of patchwork, which I made for Maria when she was born, so that's 16 plus years ago. But I don't think I'd sewed a seam before that. So yeah, but it's still going strong. It's next door. They curl up under it when it's chilly or when they're movie watching or whatever. So it's nice to see things still being used, especially when they're made of polyester fleece, I suppose. Probably outlive us all, eh? And I think that's about it. I hope you are having a good week and that you're managing to get some making done. That if you go to the Sewing Weekend, that you have a lovely time. And my planned next couple of videos are the Pauline Alice Ibby dress pattern reviews. I've made 2 of those and I've got planned for a 3rd, and I thought you might like to see it and my versions of it, and the kind of the pros and cons for the pattern. So if that's something that interests you, would you put a little comment down below? Otherwise you're just going to get me dribbling on. But yeah, have a good week. Thank you very much for likes and comments and all of that, and subscriptions and all of those things. And I'll say bye for now.